today we are going to discuss about the topic named as summer season. So it is known to everyone and it is a good topic. I would like to hear from everyone your contribution to the discussion. And I would like to kickstart this discussion and I will give some kind of background of this discussion and also give some reasons what are the cause of increasing the summer hot and what are the remedies, and I'll also would like to conclude what can be done in the current scenario and what can be done for the environment for the betterment of our human life. I would like to tell some background of this. Like there are 6 seasons given by the nature. So out of 6 seasons, we generally feel 3 seasons because of environmental issue and all. The ecosystems now it is got messed up, and we don't feel the 6 seasons in time. Only 3 seasons, mostly I can say the winter, the rainy season, and the summer. The 3 seasons we feel in a year, and the rest of the 6 seasons it is already submerged in these 3 seasons, and we generally don't feel. And this, if I talk about the summer season, it starts from in India. I can say it starts from maybe by Feb month end, or from March. It will end maybe in June or mid of the July. It's generally in this period we feel a hot summer, but in the current scenario, I can say we are in the middle of the summer season. Now, as per my experience, what I had for last 2 months and what I am going to feel in the subsequent month, that I am going to share with you. The problem is we are in the middle of the summer season, and everywhere it is scorching hot, and you can say it's a baking hot, and after maybe sun rises maybe after 7, mostly you can say after 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, it is a hot summer. You can say it's a scorching hot, and it is difficult to go out and work in the field or work outside. The problem is the temperature is getting increased day by day. So why the temperature is getting increased day by day? What is the reason for that, and what could be the possible solution for that? And I would like to talk about a little bit more. So first is the temperature. Why the temperature is getting increased day by day? What is the reason? The reason is, if I talk about the temperatures measurement, now in the northern part of the India, it's almost more than 46, 47 sometimes, and but southern part it is moderate. It's not that much, and not that much of the humidity. But the region which are maybe in the coastal area or where the humidity are more, and you can't sit without any fans or any kind of cooler or AC, and all the time you will be sweating because of the humidity. But we are in a now in the northern part of the India, southern part of the India, so it is moderate climate. Somehow we could manage, and without the fan or AC we can manage that. But the reason why the temperature is getting increased day by day, the reason major reasons are the carbon dioxides. The carbon dioxides, which is the which causes to increase the heat temperatures. Why the carbon dioxide is the major cause for that? Now, the carbon dioxide is the heavy airs which will always try to fall down. Or if it is oxygen, then the oxygen and carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, if I take the weight of that, then the carbon dioxide with the heavy weight than the others. That the carbon dioxide, what is happening because of that inadvertent use of ecosystems, or the reckless human, they are cutting down the trees, and what they are doing, they are just playing with the natures, cutting down the trees. They are using the fuel vehicles as much as they can and they are using the AC, which releases the maximum amount of carbon dioxide, and the factory outlets, and the other things like the manufacturing unit or the vehicles or the, you can say, the machines and equipments running from that the fuels, these are release the carbon dioxide to the environment. Because of that reason, the carbon dioxide, it will absorb that, what you can say, the ozone layers. The ozone layers in our environment, that is in a specific layer, that will help us to protect the direct sunlight from the sun. If the ozone layer is not there, then we can't tolerate that kind of heat from the sunlight.
It is protecting ozone.
Yes, it is that because of the ozone layer, that is the sunlight is absorbed, and it is not that transparent. It will absorb the sunlight, and only the lighter portion of that heat will come to the earth, and that temperature we can absorb. But now these days, because of this carbon dioxide and monoxide, the ozone layer is getting destroyed, and that sunlight is directly coming to the earth. And without even the carbon dioxide is there, if we release the more oxygen to the environment, somehow we can manage them. But because of the cutting the tree can't produce the oxygen, and the lesser number of trees that will release the oxygen to the environment, and because of that, the temperature is getting increased day by day. So this is the main reason. So second reason is due to the factory outlet or due to the manufacturing unit. We are cutting down trees and establishing that factory outlet or manufacturing unit where most of the machines and equipments are being operated, and those machineries will produce the carbon dioxide. So this is the second reason. Third, we are using the vehicles like as a it's a toys. If it is not required, even if you are going to the market for a single person is using his personal vehicle because he has the money, is maybe a highly net worth individuals, why he should use the public transport, right? And because of the huge number of vehicles are being operated on the road, because of that reason, that it is releasing that. Mostly it is fuel vehicles I'm talking, but if I come to the solution part, I would like to discuss in my second conversation. But first of all, I'd like to hear from you, what is your experience and what are the reasons for increasing the temperatures in day by day? What can be done and what action plan do you recommend to the government? Yeah, I'd like to hear from all.
In the summer season, main of the 4 measure of the year. First one is the timing. Timing is the day is the big and day are the bigger and night is the shorter, because in the summer season, and most of the summer season in India area started the rain, and in the summer season the fruits are popular like watermelon and mangoes, and day by day hot summer season, because mostly in India forest destroy the forest, because government order to the every state government order to the destroy the forest, like a few days back go in the Telangana government destroy the lungs of, I don't know what his name is, but lungs of the Telangana. There is the many animals lives there, but that is reason one of the day by day hot the summer season, and
also using the we need to grow trees because whenever trees
Are there?
yeah, then it is reduce some like
Heat.
heat, and also people happily stay, and also they can survive.
Okay, so what are the problems that you face normally in
Yeah.
during summer season?
In summer season, when I sleep that time, it is
When you sleep,
when I sleep, that sweat, it is
You
not
sweat a lot.
very heat,
okay?
and also when I come outside, it is some cool heat. That time I feel happy.
Okay.
Then we are always keep water outside for birds because summer season and protect them.
Okay. So how it affects the nature?
In the summer season, most of the, not most, mostly college and school even break the summer season and a few months, and the people are people are going to outside like vacation in beach, tips, beach and any cold area, and mostly in the India, mostly area is the water shortage. Uh, so that time, that time is the facing all of Indian. And
Finish one sentence, then go for the another. Okay. Try to reduce the use of the. Always the is the don't use it. Okay. Then
In this summer season, everyone have cool items like cool drinks
so we can have cold drinks. Then
and fruit juice and summer water, some keep pot somehow.
see if you can put some water in the pots
This season, we
to manage it. Okay.
can,
So what do you think about it? What do you think about when you hear about the summer season? When you think about summer season, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Anything? And think about summer season.
Many problems face the people.
People face many problems. So what are the problems people face?
Water,
Water
shortage,
shortage, okay?
health issues,
Uh-huh.
sweating,
Uh-huh. Very good.
animals and birds not water.
They don't have water, okay?
Rivers and falls water level very
Very
low.
good, yeah, very good. See, he's a basic student and he speaks by sentence, right? He has just got an idea how to manage the talk. Understood? So he's doing well, yeah. Continue. What else?
Trees not killed. Trees.
We should not cut down the trees, right?
cut out
Cut
And
down
then?
the trees.
Yeah, so let's come back to Pradeep again. So he wants to say something. Let's listen to him.
So I'd like to discuss on that what are the challenges or what kind of issue we face generally in the summer season. Generally, first there is a shortage of water. Why there is a shortage of water? Because of the summer season, there is no rainfall, or maybe the consumption is more, or there is no natural source of water. All the reservoirs, mostly the rivers, ponds, or the other source of water, get impacted, and the water level gets reduced. And because of that reason, the electric generation or the capacity gets reduced, and it is generally the people who are in the rural area, they get more impacted because of a frequent power cut and the issue in the village or rural area. What they generally do, because in the coastal area or the rural area, people they are living in a maybe in a cottage or thatched house. They don't have that much of the infrastructure, so they don't have that building or that plant and all what we generally call in the city area. In summer season they used to stay under a tree, or sometimes the people who are working in a field or the working in agricultural activity, they can't afford that much of the heat, and they have to leave that field before 11 or 10. It's depend on the temperature level, and frequent power cuts is with there. They used to stay at the home, or they can take rest under a tree. That facility is there in the rural area, but the people who are living in a city area, mostly they have the good infrastructures and good ambience in their home, like they have air conditioner, they have cooler, or they have 24-hour electric facility available. They have the electric supply all the time. But on the other hand, the rural people, they are suffering a lot. Second thing, the people who are living in a village or maybe in a remote area, for them, the cultivation or the agricultural activity is only the livelihood. Without going out, they can't survive. And because of that reason, sometimes they face the sunstroke because of high temperatures, and sometimes they feel some kind of skin diseases because of excessive heat and the light from the sun. They suffer a lot, and there are other animals in our nature, in our ecosystem, mostly the birds and the other animals. They are in search of water, because nowhere you will find in maybe in the grounds or the ponds the water level is so, and it gets lower and it gets dry, right?
Yes.
So that's the reason the birds and other animals they're getting impacted. And if I talk about the people who are living in a city, mostly they start their work at the early morning, and they can reach the office or the workplace as early as possible, possible, so that they can sit and work within that inside the room itself. And generally they try to avoid the sunlight, and they don't go out if there is any other work, they try to finish maybe early morning or evening. And second thing, if I talk about the schools, the education systems, mostly in rural area, even in the city area, the government has taken the initiative to give the summer vacation facility to all the students, even in the college as well. So every summer they will get 1 to 2 months. Mostly it is in government school, even if it is private school as well. For them it is more than 1 month or 1.5 months. They have a summer vacation. So in that vacation, the students or the kids, they can study at their home, and they will get a good amount of vacation and the time to do some other activity. They can play around. There are a lot of activity they can do inside, so that they are safe and their family also safe. No need to go out or no such educations in this interim period. So mostly, if I talk about the foodstuffs and all, the doctors and the advisory committees from the government side, they recommend if you are going out, you should have a water bottle with you, or doctor also recommend if you keep your body hydrated and have some good amount of waters and fruits juice, or you can have watermelon juice, you can have buttermilk, or you can have the tender coconut. There are many fruits, natural fruits that will keep your body hydrated and be fit and healthy. So these are the issue, and generally we face the challenges like water issue, electricity issue, the education systems, and the government initiative and all. These are the problems we generally face. And I'd like to hear from your end what would like to add. What are the causes and what are the issue you are facing? Yeah.
Actually, nowadays we are facing water problem. Keep on facing water problem. Water problem wherever sometime we keep on struggling with water. So what is the source in cities mostly many areas facing problems water. So what is the source? How to resolve it?
Yeah, see the shortage of water because of the water is getting, the water level is getting below.
Any other
The source in the sense maybe we can store the water, rainwater, or sewage water, or you can recycle the water, the drain water, whatever the water is getting wasted, that can be recycled, or your washroom water can be recycled again. So there are many ways, or you can reserve or conserve the water at your terrace. Rainwater you can store, or you can use that, or you can make a water tank on the ground and make the best use of it. You can
Save the water.
yes. So there are many ways that you can save the water, or like in most of that other cities like the Boston city, like Mumbai, they have the water filter, or they have that every human how much the water should consume. Accordingly, the water will come automatically. It will be stop coming the water. So that the water consumption, if you have a limited amount of water, then obviously your consumption will get reduced. And because of you have lots of water and there is no restriction, you are using like anything, right? If it is not necessary, unnecessarily you are using the water and wasting the water. So in that way, the people should aware about that, and how they can make the best use of that water. They should think about that, and unnecessarily they should not waste the water, or they can use the wrapper or tissue paper wherever it is not required. They can use the water only for the basic consumption or basic need purpose, like they need to use for fresh up, for taking bath, or for cooking purpose, and they should stop using for other ancillary purpose, like unnecessarily you wash your car every day, unnecessarily you clean your floor every day by moving the floor, unnecessarily putting the water on the floor. So this is how there are other way to waste that water. Instead of doing that, we can conserve the water and make the best use of it.
And also water level is compared to world. Water level is 70%, but earth is 3%. Right? So then why was
No, this water.
How can you say
The question is here. I know that the water is more than 70% or 71%, and 29% is only the underground area, right?
Yeah.
The problem is the water is not in for like in good form, like in the solid form, not in liquid form. Solid form in the sense maybe it is in the ice mountain like that, and it is not all that. It is, let's assume in India, these are like mostly you can say the Bay of Bengals or Arabian Ocean, and other oceans are there, or maybe rivers are there. But that ocean, the Pacific Ocean and all, these are not part of India.
Okay.
And if any country would
in
ban,
India's surrounding of this Indo Mahasamudra.
no, it is there. I'm saying that the good water and the bad water, or the
Yes,
drinking
yes.
water level is not that much. The drinking water is very less amount, that
Yes.
is not enough. So we should give more priority or more focus on that, how we can conserve this water for our future generation.
Okay, so you tell me something about how can we save water according to you?
Every factory's wastewater mixed in the river.
So the river is getting polluted.
Water polluted. Don't stop this one.
We need to stop that first. Then
Next, insert new trees,
You have to plant trees. Okay.
plants. Vehicle usage is controlled.
You have to control the vehicle usage, right?
Vehicle usage.
So, what do you think about it? How can we control the water? How can we save the water, according to you? Do you have any idea?
So we can harvest that rainfall water, right?
Yeah. So, rainwater harvesting would help. Yeah. So, how can we do that? Can you? Do you have any idea?
We need to store somewhere and then we can further polish that water, just make that purity whatever, and then something like don't waste much. That there is tap water, right? That is continuously running, and if you see water tank is going on road, they are wasting water so much. If you see, if you travel back to the water tank, then you will feel that most of the water is
Getting wasted.
yeah, wasted and dropping outside. You know, that we can stop. We need to
Yeah.
make that tank like that, so we can save.
Okay. So, what do you think about how can we save the water in summer, especially in summer season?
First of all, mostly you put the rain harvesting water, and when you clean your hand, please take the wet tissue, because I saw in Bangalore mostly restaurant give the for cleaning hand for the wet tissue, and the topic is the summer season. So summer season is mostly facing most difficult for the farmer, because summer season in the villager area, rural area, there was not water,
There is no
so
water.
the farmer crops dry, so farmer can't earn the so much money, and he lost his crops, and
He lose, yeah.
he lost his crops, and
Yeah.
and he prayed to God come to rain, but unfortunately most of the area
There is no rain.
there is not rain, so that is a problem to the farmer. And in the summer season very hot there, because there is so many vehicles like truck, car, and so many factory, so mostly hot in the city summer season. And according to village is called because there is the so many trees, so many not factory, not carbon dioxide, but there is the factory not tree so much, so there is the lot of carbon dioxide. So mostly facing in the in the city summer season, but not affected. No, there is not affected like a village, because there is the AC club, there is so many things, and there people are working in the building, but in the village people are going to the field. So most problem is the villager people, and there are not the AC cooler, but in the city area they have AC cooler everything. So
Yeah. So, what do you think about it? Do you have anything to say? Yeah. So, let's conclude.
Yeah. So I would like to sum up our discussion. As we discussed, there are several reasons for increasing the temperature, and it is getting increased day by day. If that is the case, the time will come. It is difficult to survive as a human in the earth. So we need to take some kind of initiative from our end as a citizen of India, or as a, you can say, as a human. So we need to take some proactive approach, like we need to give some awareness to the people around us. Mostly we can add the lesson as a topic, as a summer vacation or like summer season in the school itself, from the primary education system to the college, on college or the higher education. So everybody should aware about that, how to control the temperature and what are the reasons for increasing the temperature, what can be done to reduce the heat and all. And second thing, and we should encourage the people to grow the plantation or grow the trees nearby or around them, wherever the empty place or free space are there, they can make the best use of it and grow the plants. And other way, like we can encourage the people, or government should give some kind of subsidy or incentive, like not to use the fuel vehicles, use the electric vehicles, which will release less amount of carbon dioxide, that may reduce that or the reduction of destruction of the ozone layer. Or government should give some kind of other subsidy to the villagers, or kind of committee who are taking initiative to conserve the water or the rainwater, or they can make a tank or kind of reservoir in that local area, so that the farmer can be protected in the summer season. There are a lot of initiative or a lot of action plan can be taken, but mostly that should be happened by the people themselves. So what we can do, we should encourage the people, give them more awareness, and give or provide programs or cultural programs in a rural area or maybe nearby municipality, so that everybody should be aware about that, what can be done for the betterment, so that we can save the environment and we can have a good ecosystems and imbalance for our future generation. That's